Yo, 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 yo. We're back again. The way the keys up, boys. It's been a while, people. But as you know, we've been doing a lot of things, a few things in the pipeline, a few things coming up. So we've got some interesting topics to talk about. So, yeah. Let's see how it goes. So to my right, we have
Elijah.
And then you got Ashwell, standards thing.
Standard in, yeah. All right.
Can we start with the Diddy thing?
Blood sea.
Because it's a touchy subject.
Go straight
but
in.
we have to talk about the Diddy thing because it's all I see on my timeline. You
didn't want to segue into it. You just want to go straight in.
That's a sticky situation. Well, actually, excuse the pun. That's a slippery situation, man. But yeah. So what we saying, man? What we saying?
So, have you seen the updates of the first? Because it's 3 days in. Right?
Go on. What's the update now? I haven't seen.
Have you seen any of it?
I've seen some of it. Yeah.
I'm just really surprised that these rich people do these kind of things and they're openly admitting to doing these free costs for real. I always thought, when they said free costs, I thought they're exaggerating. But when I'm hearing these things, they're worse than... Okay, so the one that's got me thinking...
What, the peeing thing?
Nah.
Oh.
The peeing thing, I heard that with R. Kelly, so I
Pee.
Yeah. But this one, she said that he watches her have sex with these other guys.
Yeah.
And then they ejaculate on her. Then he takes her into another room and starts rubbing it on his nipples.
Yeah, that's madness.
This is Puff Daddy. What are you doing?
What? I don't know, man. It's freaky, man. Because I'm hearing. Yeah, but listen.
That's some weird ass shit.
But listen, but that doesn't make you what they say you are. Like, people listen to some freaky shit. Like, that's not me, innit?
Yeah.
Like, the whole peeing, that whatever, like... Mm-hmm. But some of it is so far-fetched. I never know some of it's even true. Some of it's so extra, innit?
She must enjoy it. It's just...
Right, that's what I'm saying. That seems... It's too extreme for you to, like, she's not saying she was chained up a lot in the caves like other girls, you know what I mean, or whatever. Like, it is extreme, man. I just feel like...
What man like to watch that girl get beat up by somebody else? That don't make no sense to me, man.
Or maybe they think she was his girl. Maybe she was just a piece of whatever. Like,
yeah, that's fair. But still... That's something that obviously he's done something psychologically to her.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah. He has. I know.
Do you know what I mean? So she's lost for him. For her to have him, she has to do these things. That can happen.
Yeah, it can. And there's manipulation, there's all that kind of stuff, there's predators, that kind of stuff, and I kind of get that. Listen, if I'm somewhere, like, let's just say, if it's too hard, the kitchen come out of it, do you know what I'm saying? So, like, how can it get to that point? Like, she's a big time star, like
she wasn't at the start.
No, she wasn't at the start. Yeah. What I'm saying is, like,
well, you see it.
She's not a child. Do you know what I mean? Like, I get, she, like, do you know what I'm saying? Like, children are innocent and don't understand.
Yeah.
But she was a full-grown adult.
Yeah.
And if it was bad, it was wrong. She knew it was bad, it was wrong. Take him to court and get him done, get him prosecuted. Like, okay, all that mad abuse you went for, money can just wash that away.
Yeah.
I'm gonna take man's change. Like, that don't run with me, that kind of stuff. Like,
when he paid her that 30 mil,
yeah,
did she not sign an NDA?
NDA.
NDA.
Yeah.
NDA.
Yeah.
Did she not sign that?
Yeah.
So, how can they ask questions? How can they? Because I thought she's got to close that off. When you sign, and
I guess the feds can supersede all of the NDAs. Like, it must be that.
Oh, it's the legal battle.
It's not her case.
I think when it becomes a legal battle, they can send a subpoena, whatever they call it, and then send that to the courts, and the courts can overrule that cars and stuff, innit?
Then I want my 30 mil back. I'm paying for this to be.
Yeah.
But the thing is, though, that doesn't make no sense. I hear what you're saying. Because I read that there's a couple of people who won't speak because they've signed the NDA.
Another thing, yeah. All right, cool. So what is Puffy actually in court for?
Racketeering, which is like making money from illegal activities. Yeah,
I just can't see the sex trafficking. I can't see that. I can't see.
So
I can't see it.
The escorts is what they're trying to get them for. So they're trying to prove that they bought escorts to these sex parties over borders and all this sort of stuff.
That's what
and they were making money off of activities to do drugs and stuff like that. So.
Listen, if you've got enough money to pay people to do what you want them to do, that people have their own choices. They're getting paid. So whether it's an escort or whether it's a normal human being and you're saying, if you do this, I'm going to pay you this. These people are making choices. There's no gun to your head. There ain't none of that. Don't get me wrong. So,
an escort's going to go wherever the money is, correct?
Yeah.
An escort, they've been paid for a service. They're delivering a service.
Yeah. I don't know if he is of the level where he's a predator and a rapist, abuser. I don't know. But I do also think there's a part of it that he got too big for his boots.
Yeah.
And they're trying to make an example of him. Because there's people out there in the industry who are not even of colour and do worse than that, and then don't get touched. And I think he maybe got a bit too big. You know, he tried to sue the liquor company. There's certain little things that they talked about, and then so hold on, brother. And then he's going to create that sort of political party, weren't he, for black people and stuff. There's so many things he was going to do, and all of a sudden it's like, okay, well, you're a bit freaky, brother, and we've got some things. You got skeletons in your closet, so actually we're going to silence you a little piece, and we're going to just mash you up. But the one thing I do think with Diddy is he ain't going down without a fight, man. He's that one that he's going to bring people down with him. If he does go down, that's for sure, man. I'm telling you. Diddy's bringing people down, man. Diddy's got a lot of people on the roads right now, sweating, man.
You know the situation is like in school, or even worse, when you know your friend is in a detention room, you're looking at it, talking to the teacher, you're thinking, keep looking at you like, no, don't.
And I mentioned a pure man, but like, you know, when the landing, but when they came, look at the girl,
You remember when we was school, yeah, and we used to always get in trouble. We always never used to stop, but Eli used to be always involved in the thing. The teacher comes in, Eli used to have a sixth sense when they come in. This quiet is back to normal. Me and you still get in trouble.
Get the trouble hard.
And we can't say nothing. And Eli's sitting there like,
I wasn't there.
Yeah,
good boy, yeah.
That's what I'm saying. People get brought down.
A lot of people's wives in the industry are getting treated real nice right now, isn't it?
Yeah.
You know what might be coming. So
well, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah, roses
and then half of the team's God was, and then man thinking, boy, Diddy.
They get
I suppose that's what he on it, man.
Everything daily.
I reckon his close friends, Diddy's close friends, even people like Jay-Z, their families, and they're investigating them, you know. But they're looking like
100%.
Listen, where were you on this day? Because the dates are because like in court cases.
Yes.
Apparently they were showing photographs in the free course today. Like, what if you're in the background of one of them pictures or something?
Yep.
Even if you can do nothing, your family's going to start looking at you.
But then also,
imagine you just walking around the house, and you're just there and walking past, and no.
But I reckon I was also saying as well. But they were saying like,
I know enough of them rich mans are locking off their basements right now. You know,
I
all them freak offs they used to have, they're getting shut down.
The air pressure was it. Clean it up. Nastier science.
They get special cleaners in, brother, you know? Like a crime scene, boy.
Yeah, it could be bad. Mad stuff like that.
Listen though, year is 2020, and you go to America and somehow 2020, you go to America and somehow you and Puffy meet, and he's like, "Yo, goes to a party, you see all that shit. What are you gonna do?"
I'm not.
Well, me just being me.
Afterwards, what are you going to do? You're going to say, like, oh no, there's some badness going on.
Listen, yeah.
Most people are not in a position to do anything.
I'm not saying none. Like, listen, some, like, abuse thing. Like, if people are doing some freaky shit, that's them. I'm open that door, close that door, and I'll go about my business.
Yeah.
I'm not even worrying about what's going on there, yeah? Unless it's some illegal madness.
You can't even do anything if you see that.
Nah. Everybody in that party.
No, I would. I would.
Yeah.
No, I would. If there's some abuse shit, like, then
You can't do anything about that.
No, I can go to the police, though.
But Puffy is a billionaire. He can buy off who he wants.
I don't care.
That's
my conscience would be clear to say, yo, I saw a man doing some illegal shit.
And I spoke about it.
Yeah. Like, if they're doing some freaky shit, I don't care, innit? That's them. Like, you man can put baby oil on each other, you can wipe something on your nipples, that's your business, man. If you're into that freaky thing, I'm not involved, innit? Right. But if you're doing something where it's illegal, like,
sperm on his shit.
And I don't mean illegal in the sense of like something silly, but I'm talking like abuse. Then I can't be part of that. Because my conscience eat me. Like, for the rest of my life, I'll be thinking, nah, man, I don't do nothing. I don't do nothing. And watch when someone dies or something after that, and it's like, you knew, so nah, my conscience will be clear, man. But
different level shit.
You know, can keep it freak ones. No, man.
Look, everyone's got their little freaky thing, but that's way too far for me, brother.
You still go to the party if invited you, don't it?
What?
You still go to the party if invited you, don't it?
We all would have went to the party, brother. Back then, we would have all gone to the party.
You go now. Popping bus case and calls you go. That's right.
Definitely ain't going to that party.
Yeah, okay, why not? Puffy's out. He's innocent.
Why not?
Yeah. He has a celebration. He invites where the keys at.
Where the keys are? You not going?
I ain't going.
I'm going to the party.
Puffy.
Give
me a plus one, too. I'll go to the party. Give me a plus one as well, brother.
You stayed in the alley.
What?
You should stay in the front room, man. I ain't trying to go through the house. I'm just staying in the main room where everybody is.
That party would have so much security and cameras.
To be fair, because what people saying is like, you go to the party at normal time, the party's fine.
But certain rooms in it.
Is when the party, because it has a certain time, and once that time cut off, that's when the freak off happens.
But there's certain rooms. But the thing is, though,
and then you have the certain rooms,
there's no phones allowed, are there? I think your phones are taken off.
Jay-Z said it, didn't he?
Yeah, like
After the party, it's the after party.
That's exactly what he's talking about.
But yeah, man. So yeah, I think it's crazy, man.
All right.
It's crazy.
So here's my tedious link. So we're going from Puffy, the businessman, the black businessman, the blueprint, to what's going on in our town next week. We've got an event called Black Men in Business, and it's about we've got 3 guests, and they're going to be talking about their businesses that they have and how they got there, telling their stories, and there's a live podcast audience. There's a lot more women in business, right? Black women in business, visible women in business anyway. So what's going on? How come that's happened? Why haven't we got more black men in business, you think?
The answer, I do not know.
I think we have plenty of black men in business.
Yeah.
But I believe that black men in business, and I'm talking from experience and people that I know in businesses, they tend to just focus on their business and get it in, and they don't really promote themselves or the businesses the way that they should.
Yeah.
I think women are a lot more vocal in a sense of they're more confident probably be out there. They're in that industry where I think when you watch social media and you see certain things, I think women thrive on the social aspect. I think you see more women posting than you do men. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I don't know if it's a bit of, I won't say it's a pride thing or an embarrassment thing, but I think men are still a little bit behind in the sense of celebrating their success.
Selling yourself.
Selling yourself.
Yeah, you're right.
No disrespect to you women, but women know how to sell themselves.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? And that's, I don't mean that in a derogatory way, because they just do, don't they? The makeup, what they wear, they know how to sell themselves. And I just think as men, we don't. That's sometimes I think. Well, for me,
that's out show off.
Yeah, and for me, that's out of my comfort zone.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, you're gonna see me posting stuff like that. So it's hard. There needs to be a platform where we are celebrating and showing off what we offer, because these businesses that people that we know have, whether it's like people I know selling like juices and healthy foods, you got people who are recruitment, people who are into trades, people in all to music, all that kind of stuff. That whatever it is, restaurants, they're not sharing that, but we use these services. So why are we not promoting these services as much as we can?
Yeah.
And I hope that this event will do that. I know that I know about 5 or 6 people who are business owners, black business owners, who are coming to that event. And it's a time for you to come there and network as well. You bring your business cards, bring yourself, express what you're doing, and sell your business, man, because we're here to support each other and network. And especially as black people.
Let's big up all one by one the black businessmen that we know locally.
So I'll say Dennis Tanel, big you up, man. Recruitment. Anybody wants any recruitment work and that kind of stuff, Tanel Recruitment.
My brother does
well, there you go.
Does cooking every so often, but he just need to be consistent with it.
Well, we got he does.
Positive, Ashwell.
But the difference is,
he needs to be consistent with it, but he's doing well when he does it.
Here's a black businessman who's been in the town for years, and I've always noticed him. Ralph Bernard.
Yep. Yep. Pablo, Lion Eye, Food Plugs doing well. You got Riptide Yard Kitchen doing very, very well. So big up you, man. Oh, actually big up the Gorbauds. Mark, Tony, you lot, you know what I mean? Mayvam, mate, they've been doing a lot with mental health, disability, social housing, all that kind of stuff. So these guys have been going for a very, very long time. Yes. Very successful. So these people here, big up all of you, man.
Big up Troy Shelton as well.
Yeah.
Running his business.
Yep. His counselling and stuff like that. Big up Neil Mason, he's doing his photography and stuff like that. And that big you up. Also big up Max Thomas, the Windrush Society and the food stuff that he does and all that kind of stuff that he gets involved in. Big, massive pillar to community. Also got big up boy JJ and Kofi, Nature's Jungle, Jungle Juices. They had a pop-up store the other day in London, in Ipswich Town, centre, where they were selling sort of different herbs and fruits and foods, but natural fruits, seeded, natural herbs like sea moss, things like soursop leaf, do you know what I mean, batana oils, that kind of stuff there, sarsaparilla, do you know what I mean, lion's mane, all them things there that man have been selling, so deal with them, but we're gonna tag all these people in anyway, so just support, man, support the people them.
Yeah. So let's move on. The last one, we have to talk about this, because we ain't had this conversation together, I don't think. But the movement's been happening online and the conversation about gorillas and males and people.
Listen, I had a debate before.
100 versus 1.
One boy reckon 100 man.
100 man.
The gorilla. I said, listen.
Who said that?
My son. He's like, yeah, but what? He's like, what if you get like 10 man like Eddie Hall? They weigh more than the gorilla does, bruv. Like, I said, they hold him down. They'll do this.
Biggest man in the world that ain't big or strong enough for a gorilla.
How did this conversation even start?
It's an idiot trying to have a conversation with his friend and said, oh yeah, 100 man will mash up a gorilla, brother. I don't care what you say. I was sitting there thinking, this man is stupid, brother.
I saw a ChatGPT breakdown of it. Like, it analysed the situation and it described what would happen. And this is like, the first men would be scared and the gorilla would have his backup because it knows it's being attacked, So the first, and because it knows it's got no defence, the gorilla would be scared too. No other gorillas with it. The first 10 men would attack it and try and be attacking it with no tactics, and the gorilla would just tear them apart, throw them, whatever, bust them up. But gorillas get tired after 3 minutes, don't they?
Yeah.
So then the second wave of men would come with strategy, and they'd be trying to hold his arms down or whatever, but the gorilla would still kill them off. And then the next strategy, the next wave would have another strategy. And basically the waves would keep failing. And by the 5th or 6th wave, they're saying you'd had to start to have success because now the gorilla's frustrated and tired, and you might be able to kill it.
I get it, the possibility of it, but all I know is, they're strong, they can couple a ton. For a time that one licks you, because I reckon you hit it, you can't, it doesn't feel it, you can't penetrate his skin. His skin's so thick. His muscle density is like 4 times the size or 5 times the size of humans. Yeah. His bone density is like 3 or 4 times. All I know is when he grabs you and crushes your skull,
done for.
Or he yams your face off,
My thing is,
them man get squeaky.
Listen, what are we who is the first 10 man going? Because I'm going to be the last 10 and back. And if I see them 90 taken out, I am gone. There's no way.
Listen.
Who are the first 10 man?
They're quick.
Who are going to be the first? Because once you see someone face rip open, you don't want that smoke. Nobody.
And they reckon they'll grab you, they'll crush your skull, or your face. They reckon they'll just do, and the power they hit you in, they reckon they'll just shatter you. Like, and I'm just all I know.
Bite alone will rip your whole tear your thing apart,
brother. All I know, put this way, I've seen man. I've been there, when there's been 3 or 4 man rocking, I've seen one man punch up like 10 man,
Mm-hmm.
And he's just a normal man, brother. He don't know, brother. Like, and then people are running, and people like. The thing is, though, you knock out the biggest one, and everyone's think karate, because there's always gonna be a couple in that 100, who's the bad man, you know what's there, like, and hey man, I got him, like, that's my boy, that's Demo there, you know what I mean? And then Demo get taken out.
It's over. Who you got after that? You know what I mean?
But when it gets tired, even if it was tired and it's lying down the floor, I'm still
still
not going to it. I'm still scared of that.
You get a second week.
Yeah.
Because he would have ripped up at least 60 man by then. 60 man gone.
I never want to.
And you're saying get tired, but brother, do you know how if you're not physically in the maddest condition and fit, you're getting tired too, because just trying to hold it, like, and the thing is that they're saying 100 man. But there's only, there's only like probably like about 6 people who can get hold of that at once. Right. Not many people can, like, the frame of it, because the gorillas aren't that massive. I think they're about 6 foot something. They weigh like half a ton or something, I don't know, whatever. But like, you can't get that many man on you.
Yeah.
You'll be on top of each other.
Yeah.
So you can't get everyone on it. So you get 6 man to get taken out at a time. And then, right, okay, next 6 man rush.
The internet has so many stupid conversations.
As it does. And then someone's switching, would you rather go against a tiger or a gorilla?
Huh?
Would you rather go against a tiger or a gorilla?
Neither. Why?
We've moved past that now, man. We live in houses and have cars.
Brother, all I know is
you don't want to be nowhere near them kind of animals. I want to see them behind a bloody screen, or
I'll watch an AI thing of it as well. When the 100 men go towards it, and the gorilla brought them up, man. There's an AI like simulation thing, and they're going up, and he just tore them apart.
does raise an interesting point in terms of how we've evolved as a species. We would have, to 3,000, 4,000 years ago, whenever it was, we'd have tactics. We wouldn't have to fight the gorilla, but we'd know how to survive when the gorilla come.
Run.
We'd run, or where to run, or where to hide, or how to convince it to stop. I don't know. We have tactics, otherwise we'd all be dead.
Yeah.
So, but we've lost that now, and I do fear that we don't have any survival instincts anymore.
None.
I haven't got none.
No.
But if you leave me out in the middle of a forest, I'm dead.
Dead.
I can't.
Nah,
I
Paris is
can't
alright.
get food.
If you leave me in the jungle or Amazon, boy, I'm over it. Because snakes, everything
I
there.
don't have any survival.
No survival techniques. Yeah, like, and then, what 100 stupid ass men's gonna try that anyway? I'd like to see it though.
100. I would like to see 100 dumb man get killed off, because you gotta be dumb to try and do that. Because I ain't
you go against a bear though, or you go against a gorilla.
What
Grizzly bear or gorilla?
is it? Is that no choice?
Nah, no choice. Which one are you picking?
I'll pick a bear.
I'll go for the bear, bro.
You know
I
what?
don't even know. I don't even know, because both of them things that will rip you
I
apart.
think the bear hits you. That's different.
A bear,
Play dead.
them claw alone can rip your whole, open your
Yeah, I don't
whole
know, yeah.
face, man.
Dead. A gorilla.
I'd rather get him or gorilla get knocked out, man.
I think gorillas are too inquisitive, man. They're smarter than bears.
They come here and just
Come round you on the side.
Yeah, exactly. There's a bear.
one of them licks all
Over
over
your
your
face.
Yeah,
See if you blink.
yeah.
I got you, boy.
I just when I think of a gorilla, yeah, I know it's not even the same level, but I think of King Kong, bro. But I just think I think of King Kong, and I think, brother, like, yeah, you don't want none of that smoke, brother.
I think of Planet of the Apes.
Yeah.
Planet of the Apes.
Oh,
Yeah, Caesar's a
Caesar
bad
is a
Nah,
bad
that's
man,
the
bro.
other man. The bad
Scar,
man
man.
one, yeah.
Scar, yeah.
Koba's a bad man. Koba's a bad man, boy. But nah, I'm not into none of that, man.
Nah, that's dumb. That's just,
Yeah, that's dumb.
that person must have been smoking at the time, or he's on Dwayne juice, bro.
That's
what he's
definitely like some bad stuff.
on.
Yeah.
I even thought about 100 men when they're cool, and I can't even think of 10. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm thinking that? What did the 100 man didn't come with me, brother? I'm getting to about 10 man and I think, brother, I don't even know what I'm calling, brother.
No, I'm not
I'm
fucking
calling, because I know certain man I'm calling, bro. Like, but even then I'm thinking, that's not even happening. I don't want to be there.
No, I'm not gonna be there.
I don't want to be there.
No.
I'll send a 99 man first before me.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I'm the last line of defense.
Yeah, man. But I think hopefully they do enough damage so I can just finish it off, bro.
Yeah, but you know when you watch them movies, yeah, and them war films, and they all line up, and they're charging at each other.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm thinking, them idiots at the front, that ain't gonna be me, because I'm way at the back.
Yeah.
Them man on the horse, they're going before me. I'm on foot, and I'm laughing.
And I start seeing, I start man taking out. I don't know if I can take out, drop down on the
No, they need to throw some bodies on I'm dead, boy.
I'll be the dead.
I bet you people done that. I bet you some man's done that.
That's why they used to go around in the back in the day, like,
And stab
like
people,
stabbing people,
Yeah,
make sure they're dead. Because people should protect people to fake that they're dead.
Wow.
And then they get the bodies and then they burn them and they
Burn
dash them in
them, yeah.
pits. Because people should pretend that they're dead on these, and they go around and stab them up. Now that's madness. But yeah, that's not me.
Nah, I ain't
All right, you just made me think of something saying back in the day. For the last topic, I want to talk about something that's 4 weeks old now, but Ashwell upset me, man.
Why?
So, a
What did
good
that
film
mean?
come out called Sinners recently, yeah?
I still haven't seen that yet, you know.
Oh shit.
I was amazed.
Man, still all that, you know.
This film's got good reviews,
Yep.
but not just that. Everyone likes it. It's a talking film. People want to
Yeah.
talk about it.
Mhm.
So I've just watched the film now. I drove to Ashwell's house because something, I can't remember why. I had to drop him something at night time. I said, just watch Sinners, man. I'm hype. I'm like, it's a good film. Yeah, the film's good, man. I was hype, loving it. And he was like, we give it a 2 out of 10, man.
No, I said Seth gave it to us.
You said,
Wow.
You said, I didn't like it. You said, what did
No,
you say?
I said to you it was okay.
Okay, 2 out of 10.
No, I did
It's
not
like-
give it again. I did not give it 2 out of 10. I said Seth gave it a 2. I said to you, Seth said he give it 2 out of 10.
Now, I ain't heard no one person give it nothing less than 8 or 9, yeah? So,
I said,
what do you
it's okay.
think now? We've had a bit of time to reflect. What do you think now?
I still said it's okay.
Wow. See, and the people gassing up, look, it was so
Isn't it?
bad. Like, it was
Because it
so
was.
serious. Was it that good, Eli?
It was that good, Tiro. That good.
I need to watch it. That's what she's like, nah.
It wasn't that good. It was okay. It kind of like, you know what it is? It remind me of From Dusk Till Dawn in a sense.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Whereas like they're having a party, these people now
Yeah.
somehow a vampire knocked on the door.
Yeah.
Obviously they got paid. They have to say invite them in kind of thing.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? So that's what it is to give me that feel of a Dusk Till Dawn.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Alright, so
One more thing as well, we'll bring up actually. The Tory Lanez thing, see, you got stabbed up.
Yo, yeah.
Tory Lanez got stabbed
Not
up
only that, though.
14 times. And you hear what's
In his
that?
head as well.
Yeah, so he got stabbed 14 times in jail, yeah, by some Mexican brother.
Not dead.
4 times in his head. I think 7 in his torso and something else in his abdomen and whatever else, yeah. But now it's come out that the bodyguard is now said that it wasn't Tory Lanez who shot him, that he shot him, that Harris brother.
It's a woman, isn't it?
A woman. So now it's gone back to court and they've admitted to the lawyers. So this brother could have been in jail or innocent and he could be busted case of coming out. But that's what I'm saying. That's what makes you laugh. Like,
females.
is what makes you mad. Is
Actually, I'll change that quick. You mean females? Some females.
I have to say some because it's not all in it.
no, we're taking this out. But that's what makes me upset about certain things, because I believe like the media, the press, the law, just to put somebody away will collaborate or take any rubbish, lock him up.
Yeah.
And there's no truth to it.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, as a male, we're in a very vulnerable situation, because you could go home with a girl and then she could just turn around and you could, everything could be fine, and you could, I don't know, one night stand, and next minute she wants more, you're like, nah man, I'm done man, I'll be already, like, you know what I mean, not being funny, and then she gets vindictive and makes an allegation, regardless if you get found guilty or not guilty, mud sticks, reputation. It's horrible, man.
I would hope that if I ever get
scary.
any kind of things like that, you mans know that I ain't the one. I ain't that kind of thing.
Yeah, exactly that.
Do you know what I mean? We ain't that. We ain't flexible. We don't work. We don't roll like that. We know no's a no.
That kind of thing will fuck up your whole friendship, because now Ashwell's been accused of that. Yep. I can't publicly support my friend. Yeah. Because now everyone's like, no, you must believe.
Yeah.
You might. That means.
But I know Ashwell though, but I know what it's like. I don't know her. So
exactly.
And if he said he didn't do it, he didn't do it.
Yeah, exactly
I've never seen him do that.
Exactly that. And you, you just know.
I've said he's got friends out there right now who can't support him because of that.
100%.
Yeah.
Because they know
Lane's got friends out there who didn't say that.
Yeah, because they don't want to. They don't want to be in that same. Because once you support it, you're in that same mode.
When I was saying the same thing about what's his name, that young Philly, weren't they? Saying, well, the chunks of that man now come out support him because he got done for that rating nearly in Australia now, and none of them come out and said no, and they're like, well, how do you know not supporting him? Like, they might be chatting to him on a level, they can't come out and say they're in a. They get cancelled. These men have got businesses and making hella money. They want to do it. So if they say, well, now he didn't do that. Yeah. They're like, so it's horrible, man. Like, to be in that situation.
All right, so that's it for Where the Keys At.
Nope.
Oh yeah. What's going on?
What's going on? Let's see. What's going on, T?
I know some of you guys must have saw the little poll we put out the other day. You know, talking about maybe doing a little day rave thing, because as we're getting, you know, us lot getting to a certain age now, we can't really last all night. You know what I mean? So we just imagine I can still. I don't know if I can. So we're thinking about doing a little day rave thing. So watch the space, people. Could be coming soon. So look out for promos, look out for tickets, and make sure you get them, because we'll have some news for you soon. Where the keys at? Day boy.
We're out.
We out. Peace.
Peace.
Where the keys at?